using the modern way to get out of bunkers. You'll notice they don't open their stance as much. You just turn your left foot out. Let's just move on.
So beautiful setup here, left arm nice and straight, full shoulder turn back, left shoulder under chin, nice straight left arm all the way through the shot, and then body comes all the way through. She's not drastically open, just waiting for someone to walk.
It's interesting that she's waiting and she's a tall player. It's
just courtesy, isn't it? Beautiful. She's hitting quite a long bunker shot and she's getting them pretty close. They're within about 2 feet. Yeah. Nice long fluid swing. Beautiful. We've got a volunteer. You've got to love volunteers, don't you?
You've got to love them.
And she goes out and she pushes all the balls back. Wouldn't you love that when you're practicing to have someone to push the balls back down to you?
Imagine what a golf tournament would be like without volunteers. Just imagine Australia without volunteers.
Let's interview some volunteers. We could interview this lady.
Yeah, she looks to have such a fascinating job.
Oh, well, this is a bit more interesting than the usual, isn't it?
Yeah.
We'll head around there and ask her some questions.
Well, she might be a bit busy, do you think?
Yeah, once she stops. Once she stops. We'll only talk to her for a couple of secs.
Yeah. So, there she is, pushing all those balls together. She's doing a mighty fine job.
It's a bit dangerous, really. If someone scolds one, she's in trouble. But everyone's very respectful. So while she's pushing the balls back, they all stop.
Yeah.
I've noticed.
And it was interesting, the girl in the bunker, the pro in the bunker, she stopped when there was another player, even though she was not likely to hit that person.
Yeah.
Have you ever been hit by a golf ball?
I've been hit by a golf club, a junior, swung and followed through, hit me in the wrist. That hurt a lot. Have you been hit by a golf ball?
I was knocked out with a golf ball in my temple. Had to go to hospital when I was about 13. I've had my left ankle bone crushed by a golf ball.
Wow.
I've been hit a lot.
You sound like you have.
So it's similar, the stance isn't as open.
Cooking down quite a lot.
I'd like to see her.
It's a good shot.
Bounce. You can hear the bounce.
It's beautiful. There's about 6 or 8 balls in the hole. It's amazing.
I'd like to see her personally just turn her foot out a little bit more.
And I'd like to see her not grip down quite so much either.
She's not very tall.
She's playing this beautifully though. Great technique. Let's look at it from behind there.
Sorry.
Look at those beautiful shots.
I would say that professionals are very, very good at bunker play.
Yeah,
but they would still much prefer to be on the cut portion.
Absolutely,
than the bunker.
But bunkers don't frighten them anything like they do amateurs, do they? She's changing clubs. She might have gone for a more lofted club, possibly. Looks a bit more lofted to me. Let's see. Or not. She's actually going for a longer shot. I don't know, nice short one.
You know, when you said she's down the grip, she's still got plenty of rubber left on the grip. She's not.
It's only about half a centimetre. She's nearly onto the shaft. This lady's working very hard, collecting all the balls up there.
Notice how they're stopping again. Women golfers are so courteous.
It's a tough life for the caddy too, because you do a lot of standing around watching.
You heard that young guy say, you know, when we said good bunker raking, he said that's what I went to uni for, to be a good bunker raker.
Actually, she's not gripping down as much as she was now. I think she must have heard me.
She said, oh, there's those ProGolfGals, I better listen.
She's using just beautiful bunker technique. She's got a lot of body turned back and through. She's allowing the weight to transfer back and through, and she's following through, finishing off the shot. Just beautiful. Good tempo too. Good yourself. Chip and run with a lofted club. We'll which I wouldn't recommend the average golfer do. If you're going to chip and run, take the loft off.
What loft do you reckon it is?
It's like a pitching wedge, maybe. She's playing a fairly low running shot with a pitching wedge.
Yeah, it's landing about halfway and running the other.
I suppose when the greens are super fast, you can chip and run with a pitching wedge. She's got a narrow chip and run stance, even though she's using a pitching wedge, because she doesn't want the ball to run too far. That's why she's got a bit of loft on the club. A little bit of wrist break there, which is great. Nice straight leading arm. Stays straight right through impact, and she gets that nice extension through. It's only then that the elbows collapse just a little bit. Her back heel's off the ground, her weight's on the front. Really nice technique. It's because it's going to run a lot further than it normally would, and the greens will be fast here.
Very fast. I wonder what they're running at.
She looks like she's just practicing her technique as much as anything, because where she's doing it from. Oh, that's gone in.
That's in.
You probably would putt from where she was there, so she looks like she's just practicing her technique, getting a feel for the pace of the greens. That's what the practice prior is all about, getting a feel for how fast the greens are playing, how much slope's on them.
But you see, even there,
Beautiful.
Oh, another one. She's still landing it. Must be the pitching wedge, but she's still landing at about half.
About halfway for the pitching wedge.
I personally would like to see a little less restriction on the backswing for this little running shot, but because it's a pitching wedge, like, what would you recommend our students do?
She's playing it like a pitching wedge shot, but she's running it, isn't she? I wouldn't suggest the average golfer do that. If you're going to run it, I'd take the loft off.
Yeah, exactly.
998 times 7.
We agree.
We always agree.
But you know what I love here, what she's doing? She's varying.
Isn't she?
She's
one
varying.
short, one long,
and something else. And now she's going over to change her club.
You won't get bored.
Yeah. And she's just looking at what time she's teeing off. See, now she's going for a more lofted club.
So this is life on tour. A lot of practice, a lot of standing around.
It's like a 16-hour-a-day job, isn't it?
Getting comfortable with the conditions of the course, ready for the week. I find interesting in comparison to when we played is, notice what the players do in their spare time now. They're on their iPhones. Remember in our day you just had to make a call. Now they're in constant contact.
You're showing our age, Dee.
I know, but that's all right. We are ProGolfGals.
But it is interesting to see what life on tour is like now compared to when we were. It's probably not changed all that much. You have a lot of hanging around time, a lot of practice putting time.
Yeah. Notice the drills they're doing. See the drill down here? The post and the peg drills, which are really quite good. You've got to be quite accurate. So you'll see most of the girls are spending a lot of time on their practicing of their putting. And notice all the training aids they have. That one's easy, some rods and tees. Over here we've got the mirror glass, which also works on your alignment, making sure your eye's in the right position. Further over, they've got the rod, which is really good. The ball has to run along the rod. So even the world's best players use training aids, and they practice a lot.
Even the world's best players, mainly the world's best players.
They're the ones. They're the ones who practice.
The average golfer that doesn't.
So here's the mirrors, which are really quite a good training aid. Annie, you'll remember the one over here. We had the training over here with the string.
I remember the string.
Just a few years ago, so the string is still popular. Once a good training aid, always a good training aid.
They don't really change all that much, do they?
But nearly all of them are working on their technique at the moment.
There's Mark.
Oh, here comes Marty Lunn. See if she recognises us. Let's just stand here and see if she recognises. Let's just see. She's probably gone blind, the old Marty. Marty used to be on tour with us, and now she's gone caddying. Oh my God, it's Marty Lunn.
We're dressed like twins.
Haven't you heard her? Here's Carrie Webb practising her putting. She's got a very bad cold at the moment.
Yeah.
She doesn't sound very good. I admire the fact that she can still play. You know, when the question was, when will you quit? I think she'll quit when she thinks she can't win.
Yeah.
And she still thinks she can win, and I think she can too. And like she said, I liked her answer. She was much smarter with what she practices now.
Yeah.
And like a lot of them
stand out there for
just beating balls because they have to.
Yeah.
Notice she's not with a lot of training aids.
Yeah. She must have played this morning in the car.
So that's still a pretty long day. She would have been out here at say 7.
Yeah.
And it's now 2:30 and she's still here. She's just got 3 out of 3.
Yeah.
Have a great one, Kari.
Did she call you Lynn?
She just said thanks, dear.
Great ball pushing technique from our lady here, getting a weight behind it. I'm sure if there was a technique, that'd be it.